Lutzi and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.
I went to my friend's house yesterday to have a sleepover. She lives at the Sunshine Coast. So I drove down in the afternoon and this is what I want to talk about. I had a meal at a time that I think is the best time of the day to have a meal, and I've made up a name for it as well.
Here we go.
Well, I might have made it up, but it's not a common, you've got breakfast and you've got brunch combination between breakfast and lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up other names. Elevenses. Have you ever heard of elevenses?
Nobody's doing it.
No.
Is that a
What
British?
is that?
Is that a British thing, Alicia? It says it's morning tea.
Yeah, 11Z's, I think.
Let's
11Z's.
let's not focus too much on that. I don't want to live in a world where people around me are doing 11Z's.
What is it? Is it
Yeah, what?
Well, I assume it's let's me do 11.
is it like sandwiches or something at
It's a
11?
mid-morning tea with snacks
Isn't that brunch?
designed to curb halvings.
Ash, if I ever
halfings.
text you saying, "Yo, I want to catch up for 11s,"
Well, if you ever text me and say, do you want to catch up for 11Z's, the answer will be yes. But failing that...
Has it got another meaning? Is
it'll
there
have
another
another
meaning?
meeting.
I don't know.
If I ever say that to Ash, there'll be another meeting.
Yeah. Well, I had Lina yesterday,
All right, lunch and... All right,
lunch
okay.
and dinner, at 3:30. And I'm going to say that is the best time for a meal ever.
That's like Christmas
How's that
Day.
not afternoon tea?
Yeah.
Well, because you eat savoury food and you can drink.
Right.
Whereas
And that is-
afternoon,
what's
to me, afternoon tea is biscuits and cake and tea and coffee.
That's brunch, isn't it?
Brunch? No, brunch is
Brunch is like...
brunch
That's
is
before.
is
Before
bacon
12.
and eggs and coffee. Brunch is breakfast and lunch. Did you not know that?
Well,
I feel a bit sad for you.
How embarrassing.
bacon and eggs and coffee would be breakfast to me, but
Well,
I think it depends on when you eat it. What time.
Potatoes.
If you're eating
Yeah.
that at 11,
Yes.
it's brunch, I think.
I reckon Lina, I want to do Lina for the rest of my life. That's why I love staying at my friend's house. If I want to have a good relax and feel refreshed, I go to my friend.
Do you have dinner after dinner?
No, you're not meant to. No, you're not meant to.
Last meal of the day.
I did have... well, we took some leftovers from Lina and I just had a little sneaky piece of pizza just before I went to bed.
So is it a late lunch or an early dinner? Like, so
It
you're
was
eating lunch
both.
foods or you're eating dinner foods?
Well, it was the same, lunch and dinner, but then you can go to bed at 7 p.m. That's why I like it. That's why...
I'm all up for that.
You have Lina?
But do you think
Why is
it-
this sad?
I love this music. 7 p.m. bedtime.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it was probably 7:30. My friend and I, we were sitting there on the couch. You know when you find a kindred spirit who lives the same hours that you would like to live?
And you like us so much that you both go, "Let's go sleep."
7.
Like,
Let's go to bed now.
Let's both go to our separate bedrooms and go to bed.
that's a kindred spirit. You
Sta-
like each other so much.
Stacey's got a new one. What do you got, Stacey? What do you got?
Okay, hi. My name is Stacey, yeah. And at our house, we very, very often have what we call Brunner, breakfast for dinner. So it's bacon and eggs for dinner or something like that because we've got chickens.
Oh, you got what? Chickens.
Chickens.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that idea. You know, my mum, that was her go-to dinner if she didn't have any dinner, was scrambled eggs. I like that, and you call it Brenner. We didn't have chickens. We went to the supermarket to get our eggs.
What did you have?
The supermarket.
Oh, no, pizza. What?
You had
Yeah.
supermarkets.
Scrambled eggs.
So what did you have? So what'd you have for Brinny? Yes. What is it?
It's a breakfast
Lina?
for dinner.
No, but what did you have for dinner?
Oh, what did I eat for Lina?
For Lina, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pizza, didn't you say?
No, I'll tell you what I had exactly. I had garlic bread. I had a caprese salad, which is, we went to a restaurant, which is, I'm not making this, which is tomato and
right,
cheese.
went out.
Right.
And then we also had pizza, and we also had a prawn pasta.
Jeez.
Plus a bottle of Chardonnay.
Yeah, well,
You
your
don't mind.
problemo there is finding a joint that's serving, that serves anything at 4 p.m. Because I have that 12 till 3 when we
That
open
is
the
true.
kitchen at 5.
That is true.
What time does Lina end?
Yeah.
So what's the latest you could eat your Lina?
I reckon the latest you could eat your Lina, you'd have to finish by 4:30 because I reckon by 5 it's almost dinner time. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a, yeah.
Oh, here's
exactly.
another one. Scott, what have you got? What do you like to eat?
So I've got dunch.
Dunch.
That's between lunch
Dunch.
and dinner.
Oh, jeez. I thought it was an illness.
Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.
There's some foods that have changed, I reckon, at fast food places that I miss, but I can't think of an actual...
Like some items.
Yeah, like I reckon that... You remember when Pizza Hut, because my friend used to work there, and now it's kind of healthy, but back in the day, she said she used to squeeze like I shouldn't even be saying the brand, should I? But anyway, they've changed it. But I used to like it when it was more unhealthy. They'd squeeze like heaps of oil in the pan, fried pizzas.
Yeah.
Do you remember how crispy they were?
Yeah.
I don't think they don't do that anymore.
Or all you can eat Pizza Hut. Remember those ones?
Yes.
Oh, or you can eat Pizza
Yeah.
Hut.
Yeah,
Back
that
when
was
I
the
used
best.
to play at Norths, we'd do training on, like, if it was whatever, one night a week, we'd all go from training, like a whole footy team, to Toombul, all you can eat Pizza Hut. And it was hardly any money.
It was cheap as.
Yeah.
And everyone was eating like 2 pizzas each or thereabouts. It was
Yeah.
Was that a Toombul? Sure, you're not thinking of Sizzler.
Nah, there was a Pizza Hut. I'm sure there was a Pizza Hut out there.
or you can
where
eat-
we used to go.
Actually, or you can eat anything. Do they still have that? Like there was a Chinese place at Sunnybank Plaza near where I used to live. Or you can eat Chinese.
Oh, you used
That
to get
was-
them
remember-
all the time in the
Remember?
food courts.
In the
yes,
food courts.
yes.
All you can eat.
Yes.
And it was great after swimming
right.
training
I
as
do
well.
remember that.
They've cancelled those.
It was all deep fried, battered.
It was all battered.
You couldn't taste the difference if it was deep fried pork or chicken. It didn't
Yeah.
matter.
Sweet and sour or
You
black
didn't
bean.
matter.
put the sauce on. Well,
Oh, how
Carl's Jr.
good.
Now, did you ever try Carl's Jr.?
Never.
Never had it.
I never had it either. I guess that's why they didn't hang around, except for this year. Because, like most days I'm doing that commute
Yeah.
between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, and they have those billboards on the M1.
I've seen it.
$3 double cheeseburger.
Oh, wow. And what size is the cheeseburger?
It's like
double,
a
quarter
decent
pounder?
size. And so one day, like it was this year, I went, bugger it, I'm getting one. And
Got you, didn't it? Gotcha.
Halfway between
See, advertising.
Suze, it was a rainy day, and I pulled in at that,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
whatever that Carl's Jr. is, and I just the
Beanley, I think.
$3 hamburger. Now I'd just taken my kids the night before to sushi. And like a plate of sushi now is like $5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can rack that up pretty quick, can't you? If you're hungry.
And I remember thinking, look what I'm getting for $3. Like it, Buzz.
Yeah.
You like a good burger?
Love it.
It's a good burger.
I still haven't
Did
tried
it satisfy you?
Yep. Like for $3, and I've got it a couple of times since.
Yeah.
But I appear to have
Do
been
you
the
eat
only
in
one.
store or do you sit in your car?
I sit in the car, mate. I got work to do. I take it on the run through the drive-through.
Does anyone actually sit in those
Really?
fast foods now by themselves and eat? I'm with Ash. I'll always eat in the car if I'm doing anything.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird feeling, isn't it, doing that? Particularly
Heidi
in the daytime.
she wants to share some of the memories of whatever she's lost. Are you on the Pizza Hut bandwagon, all you can eat?
I'm on the Pizza Hut bandwagon. Like, I just called because I was listening, and I wasn't sure if you guys realised that there's still one open at Browns Plains.
Oh,
Yeah, there is one.
I didn't know that.
So,
Do you want to
Yeah,
go?
it's still all you can eat Pizza Hut at Browns Plains. It's like $20 or $30 a person now, but
I've been
inflation.
there. I've been to that
Oh,
one.
yes,
So
yes, yes, yes.
That's the famous
Yes.
Pizza Hut that I went to.
Yes. The breakup.
Remember, I heard the breakup, Lutzi. Yeah.
When?
Oh, come on.
Oh,
You know,
I've told you that
I could
one.
tell you the
Oh,
story.
yeah, not you. Sorry, the other two. Yeah, I
The
remember
other
that
two.
one. That was
I sat
years
in-
ago.
Have they got cubicles there, Heidi? Like little
The booths?
little booths.
I think they've got a couple, but it's more tables now. But I think there's still a couple of booths going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Did they
it
have
really
alcohol?
It ain't changed much at all, man. It is old school as hell.
Love that.
You used to be able to get beers there back in the day. When I was there, there was beer drinking going on.
Look, last time I went, I wasn't beer drinking old enough, so I couldn't confirm
Yeah,
nor deny
right.
that at this time. Might have to get someone a bit older on mine.
Can I tell that story, Buzz, about what happened? Like it's a little bit shady. But I was at that Browns Plains. I was a sales rep at the time, and so I was like in my 20s, and I pulled in there for lunch one day by myself.
Yep.
And I'm sitting in one of those booths, and in the booth right in front of me, there was a guy and a girl, and they were facing each other, and I tapped it, and they both had big beers, like big beers in front of them, and she was crying, and he had his back to me, the guy, but I realised they were breaking up.
Oh, no.
Like they were breaking up, and she was copying it, and she was crying, and he says like he goes, hey, come on now, and he pushes the beer over to her, and he goes, hey, come on now, drink your piss.
Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.
Taking calls right now. 13 24 10. Favourite fast food restaurant or food
Buzz, just before
that you've lost?
you give your example,
Yep.
Lutsy, just some clarification on.
Yeah.
Yes. What were you saying there, old son?
I think the major franchise or whatever it is of Carl's Jr. has gone into liquidation or administration, but
Right.
Carl's Jr. is still about 30 stores active. So do
good.
not panic.
Good.
Yeah.
Just one of the franchisees did. Yes.
Thank you.
Hopefully they don't have a fate like. Do you guys remember Pizza Haven? When I was growing up,
Yes.
pizza before Domino's,
Yeah.
that's taken over the world. That's what we have now.
Yeah.
But before
Yeah.
Domino's,
I'm a
was a
Domino's
thing.
guy. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah, no, we know that. But Pizza Haven, when I was growing up, was the pizza restaurant of choice. Do you guys remember Pizza
Yeah,
Haven?
I do. It was marketed as slightly healthier.
Was
than
it?
Pizza Hut, in my mind.
And Eagle Boys, there was another one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eagle Boys, I remember
Isn't that
Eagle
still
Boys.
going?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't seen an Eagle Boys in years.
That was a big thing for a while. I was talking about those all-you-can-eat Chinese things in
Yeah.
food courts. And Amanda, have you got some news on that?
Yes, the all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet that I think you were talking about at Sunnybank, was that Buffet Garden?
Oh, I couldn't remember the name, to be honest.
Surely that's the name of it.
Yeah, sounds like
I went to it so much as a kid, and they had like a massive seafood night, and they always had a Chinese section, and we always went there. But my favourite all-you-can-eat restaurant is Feast at Springwood,
beef.
Beef. Where's that?
Beef.
near the McDonald's at Springwood and the Dan Murphy's pub.
Ah.
Is it still there?
It's literally at the back of the Dan Murphy's pub, and it's an all-you-can-eat restaurant. They do lunch and dinner.
The back of a Dan Murphy's, that's a one-stop shop, isn't it? You have a field day there. It's like Disneyland.
Can we go to Stephanie? What do you got?
Yeah, hi. It's the Taliban. I used to have a Brody's chicken and chips.
Brody's?
Yeah, Brody's. I vaguely remember
Yeah, is
that.
Brody still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is?
I think there's one, but it was the best.
Chicken and chips.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, remember Red Rooster was when we went to Port Moresby.
That still exists.
When we remember when we went to Port Moresby and did Kokoda, they had a big rooster in Port Moresby.
Yes.
Like old school big rooster, different colours, blue and yellow, and with the big
Yep.
rooster.
So did that become Red Rooster?
I think so. I think in Australia it did, but in Port Moresby they're still rocking the big rooster.
Big Rooster.
There is still a couple of Brody's around as well, by the way. Eagleby, Ipswich,
Oh yeah.
Jim Boomba.
All right. Now Beck, Hungry Jack's obviously still around, but what are you talking about? Something they used to have?
Oh, they changed the onion rings. So they used to have them, and it was like a crumbed version, and now it's battered. But they also used to do a dressing, which was called ranch dressing, and you used to be able to get a tub of it, and they don't allow you to get that anymore.
Is it good? Is it really nice?
Don't allow you to.
It's so good. The onion ring dipped in the ranch.
In the ranch.
I just love they don't allow you to. Like someone abused it to the extent that they had to ban it.
Oh, isn't it?
Was it you?
Time.
So were you spewing, Beck, when they went from the breadcrumbed onion rings to the battered onion rings? Is not as good.
It's not. No, they need to go back.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would have
Yeah.
thought battered onion rings would be better.
Do they still do a KFC Works burger
Good question.
with the pineapple,
Oh, good question.
the lettuce, the mayonnaise? Because that was a good burger.
That was
Do you know what I'm
good.
talking
I don't
about,
know.
Buzz?
No, I
Yes.
haven't heard of that. I'm a Zinger man. So I'm pretty much the same order every time I go to KFC.
Yeah, they're
The
pretty
Zinger
good.
box.
Here's another Hungry Jack's that's got rid of something.
Yep.
I was curious about that one. What else have they got rid of, Nicole?
The Yumbo, about 30 years ago, Hungry Ducks used to do, and they did bring it back, but it was abysmal. It was terrible. And it was just like ham and melted plastic cheese, and it was fantastic for the kids.
Really?
pretty good.
And then they brought it back and it wasn't the same as the original Yumbo.
Oh, it was atrocious. It was like not enough cheese and a crappy little bit of ham, and it was really disappointing.
If you're going to do it, if you're going to bring it back, bring it
Yeah.
back properly. Be
Yeah.
authentic to the
Yes.
OG.
Let's wrap it up with anonymous, I reckon. I love that this is an anonymous call.
Anonymous.
Like, this
Here we
is
go.
a very dangerous talk topic we're doing.
Hey, guys.
Is this to do with those Pizza Huts all you can eat?
It certainly is. How are you, fellas?
All right.
Oh, no.
Whoa,
All right, let's just move on. Let's not analyse it. Oh.
Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill. The best bits.